I mean, they look good. It's their best performance ever. Okay, DRX on defense, OpTic on attack.
With this roster, with this composition,
oh boy.
Going for a very quick
hey, this is nice.
A lot of pace just being injected straight down short.
Good timing on all of that as well. Early control into showers, nice molly to damn. If they swung with that as well, dude, if they swung when that landed, that would have been insane. Because obviously everyone's trying to avoid the angle from lamps as well. Hey, this is a nice pistol from OpTic. Let's see if they get kills though.
Ye might be able to contain the back of it. He is being contested. Two players swing, and Ye will fall.
That's Diablo dealt with a first death for Ye.
They still have not planted.
Couldn't ask for a better beginning, and OpTic still haven't got the spike
down.
Crashes is flashed up, taken down.
In no man's.
Like DRX are incredibly well versed on what to do. Victor though, quick little snap.
DRX's discipline is crazy.
Falls down to that 3v4, but the players are
actually
low.
Crazy.
Nobody on B. So this is a great pivot from OpTic. They're going to be able to get a free spike plant down here, but no mollies, no snake bite, no way of stopping the DRX players from getting into elbow and getting a good retake off. However, all four of the players coming from halls, and Marv is ready to challenge.
Yeah, straight through spawn. Marv tries to take the first contact. Has to respect it though. A lot of players there. Finesse on a close corner, close angle. Players are weak. The right clicks are doing so much work.
Oh my god. Actually came down to a 7 HP against a 9 HP.
On 9 health.
You want game volume up? I'll put it like here, right?
DRX.
You guys let me know.
What a close one.
First time on Astra. First clutch on Astra. First ever round.
And I gotta say, Brent,
game volume's good. It was fine. Okay, let me put it like here, because then it's like in the middle.
The crowd here at Istanbul has really got behind OpTic on their run, but DRX have become and started honestly.
Okay, OpTic got a plant. I imagine they normally don't buy, so they should be ecoing this.
Gets you excited all over again.
Melly, thank you so much.
DRX's shoulders. From essentially
Melly.
Beginning of this team when they were known as
something about Yampy. Hopefully it's an insult.
To really make up for it now.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you. 3 months in the Slug Club.
And a same kind of approach again as we saw in the pistol round. Obviously makes sense here because he has a shorty looking to take value in lamps. Yeah. Interesting the way the DRX are playing this as well. Remember, this
is actually pretty good for OpTic at the moment. They have a lot of control. Now, how the retake. These guys should know to avoid lamps just because of shorties. 3 people here. As long as they get... that kill is actually massive. The fact that they killed the one person in showers, that's why you see Marv go to retake showers. Because literally, if there's no pressure showers, they have the easiest retake here. So Marv did well. Now, all he's done here is shown himself. He doesn't have to do much more.
Clearance, flash play through the wall, actually catches onto a multitude of players, but it is DRX with the coverage.
That's a good idea. DRX cleaned this up pretty well. Lucky for that a few of them survived. RB every single time surviving on under 10 HP. And yeah, this is pretty good. Who's getting the... Okay, so Mako 2 away from his ult, RB 2 away. So these guys are going to play bonus, and there's a big chance that RB and Mako have their ult, like at least one ult up for the big buy round. So it's pretty good at the moment.
But his duelist play in general at this event has been astoundingly good. And Bind has got to be the map where DRX are the least favored in this BO5 overall.
Absolutely.
So, but listen, we said the same
Killer, I can safely say that that's false information.
OpTic were dealt their first loss globally with this composition.
Dude, XOZ, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. 9 gifted. Okay. Bonus rounds. Looking like... Okay, I'm going to read some names out because, honestly, people are playing pretty passive. XOZ, thank you so much. 9 gifted. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. 40 altogether from you. Just Luck, Ciara, Harris, Archie. Let's see this duel. Victor wins it out. No trade. Okay.
Claim the 1 kill. FNS even took so much damage. Has to respect it and back
Peachy
away.
Junk.
Insane amounts of damage done by
Hey Duda. MNT, DRX, Harry, and Clayton 4646. If you got gifted, please say thank you to XOZ. Bro, thank you so much for doing that, guys. That's a lot of gifted already today. I appreciate you both. Thank you so much. Oh, we had 3 gifters today. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Ever so slightly.
If you got gifted, say thank you to him. Appreciate the support, dude.
45 seconds roughly in a round now for OpTic to make a decision.
This is a hard round at the moment. This is a really hard round. I miss Yampy in chat. Thank God.
You've got Buzz taking space over in showers as well. DRX showing a fundamentally good approach here to using their players to get information around the map. If OpTic lose this, bonus round for DRX would keep the momentum so heavily in their favor.
Up the round massively. Smokes are going to be dropped though, and that's going to signify this is going to be through. Snake bite into the corner. It's good clearance, but it's still.
Because this guy wants to. Oh my goodness.
Needs to start taking a bit of damage and taking some names. He will.
He flashed himself.
Yeah, stacks with the
The flash went in the smoke, right?
Times. Nade to the side. Time running low.
The flash was still in the smoke.
Get the kill at the end of the day,
I think.
So OpTic just about clinched this round.
And what an OpTic round.
Cronin, thank you so much, dude. 2 months in the Slug Club. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
The defensive protocols there.
I'm pretty sure the Sky Flash was still inside the smoke, because we get to see it here, right?
Crashes is having such a good tournament as well. In terms of his consistency, he's always consistent every
Kind of looked outside of the smoke, I'm not gonna lie to you, but
that is one of the phenomenal things.
Kind of actually looked very much outside of the smoke.
So, disaster averted for OpTic. They get the anti-bonus working.
We'll ignore that one. Observers didn't catch it properly, so it doesn't count.
I think he dodged that flash. The smoke that RB is putting out at Showers, allowing Buzz to get very pushed up there. And you've got to keep in mind that OpTic sometimes do this double
2-1
play to take Showers control. So
for God's
Buzz
sake, man.
Right.
Let's ignore it. Big round.
At the beginning of the round.
OpTic just again slow and steady contact.
It wasn't in an overview, right? So it wasn't obvious enough.
That boom bot's gonna let that one rip.
Zest says his ult. If Mako gets a kill, he gets his ult. RB, same situation. They're doing very good at taking lamps control, and yeah, they've done very good so far. And DRX are having a rough time against just the normal Viper wall. That's the ult that we talked about. It's really good. Yeah, there's so many places you can hide in. FNS has recently lurked aggro with it, so hopefully he knows that and he'll stay a bit more passive than he normally does. Okay. No, he goes very aggro like he's been doing the whole time.
Just has to try and relieve some of that pressure. Nade off to the side. A wider swing from Victor will not come up with the goods.
And he gets the spawn. He gets the kill at spawn as well, so they were not expecting that.
Stacks left alone.
Okay.
Well, opting into a save at this point with just the Vipers pit up, an unwinnable scenario, so he looks to take that.
Yeah, this was a very clean round. Very clean round for them.
And this does give us a chance to talk a little bit about that OpTic.
So this is good for OpTic in terms of building up economy as well, right? They're very much in control for this one.
Being able to get that leg up over OpTic, but also the win here on Bind, breaking OpTic's composition with an unorthodox approach. Normally the double initiator comps, as with the comp that DRX is running here, they're going to play for B-Long and Showers like we've seen DRX play. Yeah. But instead, Loud had a different approach where they were planning to sand crunch a lot. And try and retake B by prioritizing hookah control. That's not what DRX are going for. No. Stax is almost always playing at B-Long. I think he has done every round. And this Showers pressure is getting distracted to set up for Ye to go for those backstab kills.
They have been aware of Ye. At least on the pistol round, there's been some element.
Dude, I hate the whole thing. I hate how it's just starting a big combo about bugs now. It started such a horrible thing.
I mean, when Ye's ADSing, I believe he hits every shot.
You love it?
Looked at the stats, yeah,
kind of just, yeah.
So now you see DRX push down onto a Thrifty of their own.
That's false killer, but I can't talk about it, but that's false.
And this is going to be a Showers take, but not the aggressive double satchel play that Victor's gone for in the past.
It's just facing again, but 3 players of OpTic now going to be meeting him. A lot of caution
and he's up slightly
as well, as they are trying to take that Showers control.
Ever so slightly.
The other side of the map as well.
Okay, so eco coming up. Okay. They wanted to crunch, but the util Showers was just kind of too nice, so that was really good.
OpTic are more than contained.
Look how incredibly ready OpTic were to deal with that Showers crunch. Just fantastic. And even Crash is choosing to invest the Trailblazer. That is respect being shown.
The Seekers, yeah.
It's kind of not. I mean, I get that he's saying it's respect, but basically using your ult very early in this game, and knowing that you can go into a site and you can build up the economy, and you can just play it this really smart and actually just make sure that you can win the round cleanly. This isn't really about respect in terms of that ult there. It's more about just snowballing the economy, right? They made sure that no one died because of this ult. They made sure that they could go onto a site and they could plant, and they just, there were 3 of them left and 3 free balls to just go find them. I don't know what people are calling that. The ult, we'll just call them balls.
So DRX have been running the
So
same
it was a nice ult.
here where
And again, cabbages. Okay, it's so worth using your ults in eco rounds. I've seen it in my ranked games now as well. I've seen people wanting to not use ults against ecos within the first 6 rounds. It's pointless. Just use your ults against them, because look at this. It now doesn't matter, right? The money is so high. Instead of saving that ult for the big round, you now have loads of rounds. So even if you lose a round, you can still buy, and then the next round you can still buy after that. So in terms of saving your ults for a big buy round, because you don't want to use it against eco, just use them so you have more economy, so you get more buys up. It's so much better within the first like 6 rounds especially. We had a big thing in Liquid. Just you can overuse your ults in the first 6 rounds, just because it's so important to get economy flowing. So it wasn't really a respect thing. It was more just them trying to just keep their money just really strong. Damn, they're doing great. DRX have no answer for this. They have no answer for lamps. They don't know how to hold this. They have no answer. They have to pause. They have to talk about how on earth can we hold lamps. They are getting kind of wrecked. You've seen when OpTic have been playing this, they've been putting the trip here to stop the lurk, right? They have a lot of protocols to stop the lurk, and they're used to playing against the lurk, and they use the lurk so much they know like what is good against it. This comp struggles a little bit against it. You kind of have to play in front. You kind of have to condition them in this area. We haven't seen it too much. So
big round for OpTic to win again. What a performance by Victor. So kind of helped by Crashy's utility at all times, and Crashy's has just been insanely good with how he's setting up the Trailblazers to find people on the map, and the flashes too. But Victor instantly pathed back to short to try and stop any kind of aggression after FNS died, and then he just sent it with the showstopper, managing to find 2 entries. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. That showstopper is off the back of Ye giving information.
yeah, and it was good info, good comms. Ye's just comment for that in.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect use of information and comms there to get the 2 entry picks.
Yeah, they haven't like properly, they haven't like shut it down. You know when like you see those rounds where like they fully shut like a site or an area down. You're like, okay, we don't really want to go there, or if we're gonna go there again, we have to use more util. We haven't really seen that. We've seen like some kind of fights, but it's not what I would call like a shutdown. Yeah, this is actually the first time I've ever worn this shirt on stream, but I do have shirts that are similar.
Lot of wrong team, guys. Wrong team. Lot of Fnatic fans in the building, but I've got some bad news. This top 3 though is wonderful. Just a top 3 where you've got OpTic with a chance to be able to get that first ever repeat win. And if they don't manage to win today, guaranteed new winner between Loud and DRX.
Right, so now do OpTic even need to change anything up? That's the question. So DRX 100% talking about the 100% talking about this area, right? 100% going, well, every single round we've lost, they've got into lamps. Like, how on earth do we shut down lamps? We need to hold here heavy. Maybe you're going to see a Viper smoke here. I'm not sure how much practice they've had of like actually fighting in this area. Or not, but they definitely need to shut this down. So we get some info. Okay, so we have 2 people now getting this, and they know that they have to shut this down. And OpTic, knowing that they're going to talk about shutting down this, are going to head over towards B. So 1 step ahead in terms of OpTic is looking like. Spike is still here, but let's see how this one goes. So yeah, that's kind of what both the teams are talking about, and they just straight contacted up. This is really nice from them. I know it's an eco, but that's what the pause was about, pretty much. He's caught sleeping. Every time normally OpTic do this, they'll use some kind of control, like they'll use some kind of util, right? It's he wasn't ready for just straight up walk contact in terms of that. So yeah, he was caught off a bit. Are they going to completely avoid lamps?
Similar scene, at least with the utility that's being used. Victor now. Close and personal inside it is. Boombot clears 1, but in the corner, Victor just left unaware. Buzz was just strapped right to the side.
Oh my goodness.
Showstopper will miss.
How on earth is FNS alive? While all that was happening, Ye got a really important kill over towards B as well, and they just went back. So that was madness. Damn, dude.
And now it's a
I feel really sorry for Zest. Zest got absolutely wrecked, and his teammate was just kind of did not see the dude go by. So yeah, that was kind of brutal.
Not ideal at all. But OpTic, bit of a statement here on them.
That was nice round from Ye though. He got a really important kill on the rotate and then just straight in towards B. He's good at lucking on this. Every buy round so far, going over towards OpTic, and honestly pretty convincing. Right, their money's out of control. Marv actually has 8,900, so he only gets 100. Maybe they could have. I guess not, to be honest. I imagine I would have to look back, but either way, most people are going to be on around 9k. All of these get 3,000 more. Okay, so 9k, and 9k, 9k, just under. So, yeah, I mean, it's 9k. So everyone that isn't, FNS is the only person that isn't 9k. And he's going to be 8,200, so it's just like...
in the same kind of vein is going to pose a serious question early in the series to DRX. Do you have what it takes to just bounce back if you do end up getting destroyed here? Still early days, though.
Yeah. Over this tournament, DRX, I think, have proved over and over again that they have managed.
Yeah, it's true. That is actually true. Like normally, most guys would flash to get info, kind of early. So that isn't something that Stacks did, but he also didn't have. I don't think he had one of the safe guns, right?
Both initiators playing down B long. That is where OpTic
change it up this time. He actually does do a flash early, and he gets the information. So here we go. 4 contact up, dog spot 3.
It's a hard clear on the corner, and somehow Ye wins it out. Ooh. Nice little flick down from Stacks. He does return it, so it's a lovely little trade into that 4v4 situation. And space still going to be gained and not given up. Crashes does not choose to evacuate. Okay, now he's going to be leaving. They're playing for that all.
What's the benefits winning upper bracket? They get 2 vetoes, so they get to ban 2 maps. It's actually pretty big in this game, to be honest with you. I think it's perfect. I know the players will always want more. Like, players will always argue for more, but I'm telling you as a spectator, this is the perfect thing.
Hot flash play. Stacks really going to get this aggressive with them. And he has just made a bit of a fatal error.
Yeah, it's just like...
What a punish! What an absurdly bold play from
Stacks. This is madness. I can't believe FNS has done that.
As well. On the other section of the map,
I can't believe FNS has done that. Trying to take a timing. Knew that the rotate would come in, and just knew that this guy was in charge of holding 2 positions. So tried to take a timing, walked through his smoke as well. Yeah, OpTic looking insanely dominant on this map for sure.
His 4K unbind, and that's another round.
But this is kind of how we expected bind to go. This again, like I said, was OpTic's best chance. Like this is where they'd have the heavy percentage in terms of all the maps.
And this really is looking like a drubbing to start the series. Yeah, it's a marathon, of course, a BO5, but
this is OpTic's.
No answers at the moment. So much individuality in the way that they're playing this defense. I think the Stacks pop flash through the Viper wall has got to be one of the most obvious examples of it.
I think as well, you're
choosing not to drop back and play with the rest of his team.
Yeah, potential signs as well of the entire composition switch up with Arby playing this Astra. He looks to get pressured, Satchel. I mean, the guy will not be able to save the rifle into the next, but I think obvious examples of the defensive setups as well. I think DRX have not had a lot of time to put thought into bind. The only times they're really changing up is when they've got like a Viper's pit online to make the kind of adjustments.
And this puts DRX back down onto another one of these eco rounds.
It was very bold from FNS. OpTic so far are getting a lot from the lurks, right? They're getting a lot there. They know how much util and what the kills will do in terms of the rotates. They're very aware of the rotates going out. And then every single time when they're kind of 4-1ing, the person that's the one is getting really good timings. And straight up just winning duels. And then they can just rotate back in, so... OpTic look insanely in control. More of an aggro smoke. We've got 4 people over towards A, because obviously they've been having a lot of success over towards A. Yeah, DRX have used a timeout. They used a timeout at 4-2, and they were talking about controlling short, basically.
So it feels like DRX are getting just conditioned here into passivity. Just hoping and praying that OpTic walk into the 4-stack on A.
They are so grouped.
So this is going to be the snake bite that lands on top of Tube. And another one for the Cubby on the right side. Faking, in my opinion, that
so this molly is good on tube because it gets inside or tube, right? If you touch the kind of corners of tube, you you're gonna get hit by it. So that's why everyone's doing that molly at the moment, because honestly, because it's a little bit bugged, if I'm honest.
Well, Marv has somehow been cleaned up on the opposite side of the map, and these sheriffs are causing a lot of issues. Victor still wants to lead the charge, 2 kills. Taking space, and FNS watching the flank, making sure to capitalize. Cool play happening, quick little pop play, straight through, a wider swing once more, and it's Zest left down to that 1v2. We've seen magic from this guy before in the past, the prior tournaments, but he's got a hell of a task ahead of him, and it's just not able to claw it out.
The trade swing looked like it would have been there as well. It was going to be hard to win. OpTic every single buy round so far. Every single buy round.
The seekers that Crashies used before he died helped Victor entry so perfectly. And this duo is just marvelous on Bind. Ye hasn't really been asked to do too much. He's taking a lot of first fights. He's taken half of the first
he's spraying. Yeah, that doesn't happen too much.
But when it comes down to
that doesn't happen too much.
Sites, it's all on Victor and Crashies. And
okay, another buy round for DRX. Constantly scared of this, right? They're still trying to focus on shutting down this, but as you can see, OpTic have changed up their kind of playstyle. And they're going heavier towards B because they know that most likely they're trying to punish the lurk onto short. And we actually have 3 people in front of the wall. So you guys can see what I was talking about in terms of them struggling to shut this short down. That is them shutting the short down. So that's good. Instant reaction. How is he not dead?
One player struggling to get out of there. Yeah, that is just absolutely absurd.
And here we see for the first time the teleport play from Zest. He throws himself in.
Paid off. Ye was the last player
Holy hell.
to try and make anything work. Desperation, but a round on the board against DRX.
Let's see the replays.
And it all starts with FNS being a little too bold, a little too confident. He jiggle peeked.
What's the...
I thought he'd seen multiple.
Wait.
Unfortunate there for Victor as well in terms of how he's entry.
I didn't even see the ult from this guy's screen, honestly.
Movement was good. Just somehow, some way, doesn't quite get the kill. And if DRX are able to get these final 2 rounds,
it definitely went to the right, but
even though it's just been so flat.
Okay, fast takeover towards showers. We'll ignore it.
Initiator push coming out from DRX over on B long.
Mako contains.
He's the only
It's a really important shot, that is. Okay, let's see if they can get the last 2 rounds. Yeah, they go 4-1. And they just, like, OpTic are calling perfect, right? Every time they're heading into sites, right, that round right there, they still went into the site, there were 2 people, and they cleaned up. This one here, they managed to work out the site where there's only 1 person. But they still...
So they're forced to be slow, cautious,
they're changing it up.
Still a minute on the clock.
But yeah, Mako did insane, gets the first kill, gets information to his team as well. Oh, Ye getting into this position with his ult is scary. Gets a leg.
One of his opponents, Zest, going to be walking away with a
instant reposition from him. Holds this angle.
Viper's Pit laid down is going to make this
Viper's Pit, and there's a smoke heaven, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Just trying to take the shot here with a Nightfall. Bit of a jiggle. He has no sound juice to work off of, and now the entire kitchen sink just going to be chucked at him. But still no sign of the spike being planted.
This is always the most difficult situation when you play the pits on the side.
Bit of spam, it might just come down to a random kill.
This is going to be crazy.
Mav does get the plants, another post plant.
Okay, ult's going to go down soon. He's been out of it for a little bit, FNS. Is he getting back in it? Oh, okay, he just got back in it.
Pop flash play through around the corner, Mako again.
FNS is just hiding inside the pit. He is so weak.
Who's this person pushing lamps? He can win. Marv can do everything here.
And Marv aims to just try and make something of it. Still FNS.
FNS is done insane, by the way.
1v1, Mako versus Marv. The head-to-head controller players. And just the angles found. Marv withers the shot.
Nice from him.
What a play and what a round by Mako.
Holy hell. Mako has been so good. He was the first. He was the first person on site as well, chat, right? They 4-1. He was the first person taking contact. He gets the first kill and the last kill. That's kind of crazy. He did it insane. He actually did it insane in this one. I really think, actually I think both the Vipers did very good on this round, by the way.
Against the player that's been considered the best controller in the game for so long. 7 rounds in a row from OpTic, and DRX are one away from making it a competent half.
Insane. Insane for the Red Bull clutch.
And with those 4 kills, Mako now gets his pit online and makes this final round so much more dangerous.
A bit of a brawl taking place there in showers. It's OpTic who are favored.
Okay, so yeah, OpTic come out with that trade. Oh my god, the timing on this is crazy. Is he gonna... Holy hell.
Oh, just about missing each other. FNS. Like he was ever so slightly
okay, so
aware,
Viper,
reposition now from OpTic.
Flash,
those early kills going their way.
maybe just got that angle if they come out of showers, so 2-man stack over towards here. They're going to go into the 2-man, so this could be interesting.
Mako's positioning is very good if they try and take the Viper's pit back. For that reason, DRX
Victor wanted to dodge it. Okay, here's the molly again, which gets the inside of tube.
Online to actually stop this hit coming through.
Viper's pit. The Viper molly, the snake bite's going to be really brutal, honestly, for DRX.
Goes on top,
RB.
gets at the back, gets inside as well.
He's vulnerable up there, but the Viper's mollies are causing a lot of...
And RB's anchoring from a position where he could be vulnerable to the orbital strike.
And they are holding it. Marved. Ready and waiting. What are they going to be choosing to clear here? Stacks
yeah, it goes across the walls here. It goes across the walls, so you get touched by it as well.
It's going to be dropped down now.
That triggers the pull.
And there's the ult. Off to the one side of the tube, looking to try and take some space. Pop flash play, Marv! Oh my goodness!
That was so nice from Stacks. Good from him. Good timing.
Surely.
Oh man, nice util came out here.
Beautiful anchoring.
Yeah, RB did great. Stacks did great. Those two did actually did fantastic.
It did not look doable, Bren.
Yeah, that's dude. They did great in the end. 7 rounds in a row, and they managed to get the last 3. That was impressive. Dude, RB made this look easy with that first shot. Stacks did great as well, taking the one-on-one.
Keep hookah control and crush the B hit. DRX looking like they might have a chance on bite.
Yeah, and no
that's a good ending for them. It was looking pretty bleak, I'll be honest. And then now it's actually on for sure. They did win pistol,
definitely
so
not tears from Seth over here. But let's talk about the initiator players in this matchup: Crashies versus Stacks.
Yeah, this was a really great start for Crashy. Stacks just in the last few rounds really has been able to drag his stats back up and just
I've been told that before.
Him, but from the outset, Crashy's was looking incredibly good. He's been such a solid foundation for this team the whole tournament throughout, and he started off hot, but Stacks is now matching.
I really do feel like
we actually added a thing for it.
On binds. Right now, I think Stacks is bringing it back up there right now, making it really difficult for him to play.
Yeah, but there were some really cool moments out from OpTic, and this round was one of them.
If DRX take bind, if DRX take bind, I'm very confident DRX win this game.
You see those raises pathing into hookah.
That's the ult for anyone that wants to know the lineup of the ult. We talked about it yesterday. It was one of the corners. Found out it's that corner.
Able to get that one,
so
and then
if you're playing, if you're playing, to be honest, if you're playing Viper, you can just take a lot of what you're seeing from all of this and use that in your ranked games. You're gonna have crazy
The utility
impact.
layering from OpTic is wonderful to be able to get themselves into those post-plant positions.
Yeah, they're looking like the OpTic bind that we expected them to, especially after what happened yesterday.
Yeah, just plays like that I think are so fine-tuned, but here and now going on the defense side, and that's where we actually started off in that first matchup that we saw at Copenhagen. And Ye is a demon in these situations. He is just
Can Viper solo controller on bind? No, please no, please no. Again, chat, if I catch any of you, if I catch any of you going Viper as solo controller, and you thinking that Viper is fine as a solo controller, I will ban you from this channel, straight up. That is my biggest pet peeve in terms of ranked. I see people lock in a Viper, and everyone's like, right, we got smokers. I need to make sure I'm gonna be the person that stops this, because what are you guys on? It's so wrong. Do not do it. I will ban all of you.
Just go B the whole time. Do nothing else.
I love the sound of that.
And if again, and your team, if you see a Viper, and you're like, well, that's okay. I don't need to lock in smoker. No. You need to lock in smoker.
DRX managed to make it.
I want to stop that because it's a crazy thing that we're seeing. Okay, 3-man TP, but they leave 2-man showers. So it's similar to an old CS strat where you would run like 3 down Inferno, but then you'd have 2 on the site, and then they TP back. Hey, this is a cool pistol. This was a good idea for a pistol. I like this from OpTic. It doesn't work, but this was nice. It's a play on an old CS strat, and it actually works pretty well with the Ye thing. But DRX did the most perfect pistol against it, and this is actually going to be really close now.
DRX taking that
Dude,
pistol.
if DRX win bind, I really think they might even 3-0.
From OpTic, but I think just a little too creative. A little too
Didn't you run Solo Viper on Liquid? Trust me, this was not my idea. I tried very hard not to do it. It was part of the reason why I was out of there as well. Because I was very much against it. It's moronic. It doesn't work.
DRX in their match the other day only won 1 pistol round out of the 4 that they played versus FPX. A lot of the rounds they were winning were outside of the possibility of them even winning these pistol rounds. And so far against OpTic,
did I ban the whole team from my stream? No, I pretty much banned myself. I banned myself from the team because that was madness.
Masters Copenhagen.
So big advantage heading into the second half of Bind here. Not even their map pick.
Taking that back.
Yeah, using that rotate rendezvous again. And playing over towards short. You heard the desk talk about how important
because Neon, I just believe teams should know how to play against them. That's the only reason, Neon. I do think they have the advantage in every map, but also there is a playstyle that works good against them, and I only saw Loud implement it. I did see Fnatic implement it a little bit, but they also lost like 6 clutches or something.
They've really calmed the pace down. So this is going to put a lot of pressure on FNS to get those IGL rotates correct and stack the right site.
Okay, 3 people here. Might have 4 people once they start coming in. Oh, that's a good nade. Oh, the timing here was pretty close. Nice from them though. They all pushed back a side together. 2 here, 1 here. Hey there. The spacing from DRX was really good here, even with them getting naded off. Everyone from short actually held their time. You had 1 person with the wall up, just looking over towards the lamps in case there was a reactive push, and then you had 3 people here. Sorry, it was 2 people here and then 2 people here. So DRX did really good once they were on the site here. That actually felt very in control in a situation that can kind of snowball out of control pretty fast. So that's a very good sign. How did Fnatic lose to DRX? Oh, bro, Ascent. Like literally Ascent. Some of the rounds that they lost on Ascent is yeah, I feel like Mini is gonna have nightmares for about the next month or so.
Bulldog, big weaponry heading into this bonus.
Yeah, and that makes them dangerous.
Not that I can see Winter, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hello Mini, sorry.
Snowball to occur right now, double satchel play.
Hey, nice timing on this hit. Oh, that's so unlucky. It was really nice.
He whiffed his nade, but still returns with the kill.
Yeah, just a bit too slow there from Stax trying to follow him up. They could have fought that one very
maybe
heavily. You see the defensive
Winter, maybe refresh.
Right now.
Maybe refresh and it will come up at the bottom for you.
And Victor, I think, trying to get up on top of triple there so that he could get an angle towards short.
I'm not sure.
4 players from OpTic looking towards the A site right now, making a hard read with a minute still on the clock. The DRX are cutting noise to go for the re-hit.
Oh boy, what's this like?
As well with his reposition. He's up on the angle, ADSing in his sight. He whiffs the shot. It's a dangerous position for him to play in.
And what a deep smoke that he's thrown for himself. If Stax flashes through that, Marv is toast, so he still has to give up.
A lot of that space. Speaking of space, it is DRX with, again, cautious tail up through short.
Didn't he just fake Satchel to get on top of here? I didn't proper watch out in chat, I'll be honest.
He's worked his way up in a deep angle. Mako as well in lamps. Through the back of the site, there's a smoke in the way.
Or maybe he missed the Satchel, I'm not sure.
Making that anti-flash position as well. He's expecting it, but just
oh my god, I thought the lineup was there.
Absolute manic play by Zest.
Remember, chat, this is just a bonus, so if DRX can get like another kill here, it's pretty huge.
Oh, this little teleport play.
There's a big 1v1 coming up now. Oh, is RB going to expect this? Nope. Okay. OpTic get this one, but this is the important round, right? They killed only 1 person, so 1 person won't be able to. So here we go. So everyone from DRX won't be able to buy, and then you're going to have 1 person in terms of FNS can't buy next round.
Looking like there was that snowball potential for DRX.
But DRX with such an interesting play. There were 4 players from OpTic defending A, and DRX walked down short, pushed 2 players away. Yay forced a rendezvous.
Clean the webcam. Actually, I probably need to do that.
And then still just found it so difficult to get the spike plant down. OpTic were just holding backside.
Hard read from the OpTic players. Different approach now though. Trailblazer through Fountain. Victor is the only one really holding down onto short as well. He's got utility to try and get out of it. He can hear the jump peek. And the back away though.
That's such a cool little metagame happening there. Ye likes to post up on the short angle so often, so you need to jiggle peek when you play against OpTic, and Victor's trying to catch them after they jiggle peek.
I'm not sure.
There.
I think they pick it up
play around these
after
preconceived ideas and the game plans that will have been concocted on either side. And this is what so much of the game comes down to as you get deep in tournaments. He's denying information.
It's true, the DRX never fake. They don't fake that often.
And now the jiggle peek in has to happen on the other side.
Dude, this is the closest you get to a fake from them. Just feeling out this side of the map. I mean, this is kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, this is crazy how much.
Want to be making a play off of this.
But can DRX actually get
that was so crazy. They smoke here. He has all of his stuff. They are just allowing him to pick up his smoke and then place it in here, though. It's kind of nice.
The OpTic players now making a fast rotation.
Oh, wait, does he put it for the plant spot as well?
Oh, okay. All of their players over towards here, and I think they've realized a potential mistake, but now the nade over the top should deny this.
He's gonna hold this.
He's dead.
Oh, okay. Nice satchel away.
Great movement.
Yeah, this is a really good movement for him. I really thought he was dead. 5 man on the back of the site here. It's gonna be a hard retake. But any ults for this? No. It's gonna be very hard to take lamps. Do they take lamps or do they just straight up ignore it?
Sticking this one onto the defuse, but has to get off for but a moment. And there's the pull. Once more, bit of spam. Pop flash play, wants to make the move.
Nice swing from Mako. Mako has been unreal, by the way. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my god. Chad, he's having such a good LAN.
And then it's another amazing round from Mako. Gets a 4K off the back of a lamp's positioning. But he'd also done all of the work to sneak into pocket to begin the round.
It's like Nat's
yeah, dude, he's not even sneaking into pocket. He's just sneaking into the open. Like, he's just around here. It's such a weird situation to be in.
Have got protocols in place to deal with it this time, and Mako's still working his way around it.
When he thought the Astra suck was going to happen.
Solidifies his position, playing anti-flash to help out Buzz. Just everything played.
And the smoke popped as well, so I thought he knew for sure that something was like that was going to happen.
And now OpTic forced to take, I think, their first thrifty round, looking to pressure anybody at Showers and RB.
Dude,
on the most
Anthony, that was such a weird round. I've never really seen a team like smoke this, wall this, and then have just a guy just chilling in this area for like 10 seconds. It was really weird. I've never really seen anything like it. Like for me, it looked super uncomfortable in terms of Mako, but it looked like he was very comfortable.
Looking for another play with the thrifty weapons just kind of moving towards short.
OpTic talking about how hard it's been for them in terms of holding short as well, right? Everyone's struggling to hold down short, so we have a lot of people here. We have a fake jump spot with someone holding out early, right? We have a jump spot here. They're hoping that they hear the jump spot and they want to try and punish it, and they're going to swing out into it.
Part of it comes down to the fact that they're willing to take those risks.
Lot of util here. Okay, they decide to cancel. Oh, no, they don't. Mako is crazy. Mako is actually crazy.
He is super vulnerable. The nade almost doing too much damage to him, but FNS tries to strike. Yeah, it is the danger zone. Showstopper in the hands
of Victor. Got 2 here as well. Oh my god, he ADS is that close. He's a madman.
1v2.
Okay, 1v2. Victor's low. They know where Victor is. They don't know where the other is. Crashies has his ult if he wants to, but double flash, so he's probably not going to use it. Hello. Nice. Okay, good round from them. Ye did everything. I mean, Ye and Victor kind of did everything.
OpTic's bread and butter at this tournament.
This was nice from OpTic though, right? And like, this is why the pings are happening, and this is something the DRX are good at. They talk about all these rounds a lot, right? What happened this round? Why? And then they're pinging. They're talking about all the util that was used. They're talking about the shutdown that happened short, and just the adjustment that OpTic made into this round. So. And they're going to time out as well to talk about everything else. So they have been abusing over towards short. This is the first time they got shut down on short, so now they're potentially going to change up a lot of their stuff. We'll see.
OpTic are making up for their bad gun round win rates in this tournament by winning rounds like that.
Yeah, they've hooked the heroics, honestly. Pure skill that they can really just flex on the opposition.
DRX taking a timeout.
Yeah, both teams can talk in timeouts.
Their economy is in a sticky spot. If they want to, they can try and invest and force buy into this one. They've got Buzz with a showstopper as well.
It's on the 18th, right? So it's tomorrow.
On this attack round. But if they lose, then the snowball starts forming very heavily in favor of
Boom, how you doing, bro? Good to see you.
Dangerous round. You look at the ultimates that OpTic are working with. can, you know, put a stop, I think, to any sort of comeback potential, any way for DRX to get back into this next round. They've got the Seekers on Crashies, Mad with the Orbital Strike, one away from the Viper's Pit on FNS, one away from the Tour.
Would you talk about if you're winning?
Yeah.
It depends. There's still loads of stuff to talk about. A lot of the times you're trying to change up and work out what they're going to be doing, right? A lot of the times you're trying to work out why they caused the attack pause, right? So if you're OpTic right now, they cause attack scores because you shut down here so early, so you're expecting them to go somewhere else on the map, which we can see is going to happen. So the old Fnatic, you're going to see a molly that lands here, and then you can take along with it. So molly should isolate these guys off. There is a molly here, right? But so he can't exit at the moment. How do you tell?
Respect being shown.
His
Surely
team,
no. He still sticks around. He just doesn't care.
His team shot it, right?
Players here with a rendezvous. Still there, never Prowler being used, and Buzz is actually going to be trying to initiate in and lead the rest of his team.
FNS.
But he does not take the shot.
Oh
Racco
my
tries to follow
goodness.
up after it, but he is also
The
cleaned
teamwork
up.
from these.
Flash play
Oh
up
my
close
god,
to
Ye is
personal.
still
Zest
out. That's
taking
crazy.
matters
He's
into
still
his own
alive.
hands.
And he gets
Space is
another.
gonna be gained, but you
Holy
still
hell.
need to deal
The
with
gameplay
El
is very high at
Diablo.
the moment. This is crazy stuff.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere all at once.
Like the level we're seeing in this
DRX
round
have
was
to calm things
pretty
down
nice,
right
I'm
now.
not gonna lie.
They don't have the
Everyone
tools to be
did
able to
very
get into a
well.
site. If they can cut noise just for a little bit, maybe the Nightfall will open the
Ye
way.
is just insane on Chamber.
Stacks has
It's
got-
actually. Do you know what's mad? It's like Chamber is a broken agent. Like the mechanic for TPing is broken.
Scattered across.
But
And that
he is
Nightfall, I
so
think
much
it
better
caught
than
Victor as
everyone
well.
else at Chamber. It's actually kind of mad.
Yado still locks down the angle. Really working with absolutely nothing. Just pure aim. Stacks has made his mark though. Jumping down onto the site and again.
Oh, it's insane, chat. He did
4
so
kills in the
good.
round.
What the hell? We're seeing unreal
he's been
plays
having
from both
somewhat of
teams
a
at the
quiet
moment,
map
especially individually. That was
until
insane.
that.
FNS did great here as well. Like that
The
first
amount
kill that
of
FNS got
utility
on
that
Buzz
DRX
made this all
used to try and
possible.
push him away there.
Because Ye,
It's
if
absurd.
he had the
And he
ult, would
was
have
not
had to
giving
TP out as
He
well.
held his
So.
ground the entire time, and the rest of OpTic,
Just 3 kills and 10 HP, of course.
Trailblazers broke the horns, set him up on the angles, and allowed him to feast. I feel like this tournament, Ye has been set up by the rest of OpTic better than we've ever seen before.
The numbers he's been putting up.
Okay, that forces DRX over towards an eco.
And that's even with him cooling off slightly in the last 2 series that he's played.
How is Chamber allowed to
But
exist
don't
like
get me
this?
wrong,
This
that's
is the
going
problem
from
though, he makes it
greatest
look
to
so much
all-time
better
best
than everyone
performance
else makes it look.
to a verified
Teams make it look good.
superstar.
There's players that make
That's
it
like
look
going
very
from
good.
the
There's teams that
devil
players that
himself
make it
down
look
to
very
just being a
broken for
demon.
sure. But he actually just makes it look like
High ground position there, just can't quite.
like way better than everyone else does. It's mad. What's this timing like on
Damage in
Showers?
the middle
Okay.
of no, it was
Felt like he
gonna
had
be
beaten the boom bot,
outside
but
Showers.
OpTic aware that it has a timing there, so that was nice.
Taken now with a molly as well to deny anyone from.
He's
trying
super
to plant
greedy?
this one,
Not
but it is
really.
that
He just
half
holds
bite
on
for
to the
DRX.
TP
They
well.
don't have the guns to be taking just the
I
raw
would actually
tools.
say he's very disciplined, to be honest with you.
And look at how Crashies, in rounds like this, is going to maintain control and information towards B long. And it just
Yeah, as in he's greedy with his TP. Yeah, you kind of have to be now. With the nerf, you have to be pretty greedy with it and just hold on to it. You want to get the full amount of util out.
Really difficult position to contest. And that allows OpTic to stack 4 players here to try and plan.
Wow, that's really
They
bold.
almost found the
That was
ending
really
that they
bold. Could have given
needed.
them a gun.
But this looks like curtains for DRX. And we said, Brent, that prior round, round 18, was the pivotal one.
It was so important.
Oof.
They took a timeout to decide
They still pick
whether
up the
they wanted
operator.
to
It's
invest
fine. Body
into
shot
it.
coming
They
in.
decided to go for the
Big
force
rounds
buy.
coming up here for DRX. They have
And it
to.
failed.
They have to buy
Now
into
on the
this.
cusp
FNS has
of
his ult.
potentially losing this one, and this is
Ye
where
has
it
his
gets
ult.
really
Marved has his
dangerous.
ult, but he got saved the
The
ult, so he's not going to
ultimate's
use it.
line
And
for
Mako
OpTic,
has
I
his
mean,
ult. So
Viper's Pit,
there's
the
multiple
Orbital
ways
Strike
of using
again,
the
Ye
Viper
with
ult
Force
again.
Pit.
If you're
What
struggling
do
to get
something
map
that OpTic
control,
have
you
been
should
doing.
always go
They wanna get
showers. You can
double
do a good
operator
ult that gets
defense
like a
there
lot
when
out
he
here.
has that tour de
Makes
force.
creates a lot of pressure
Not sure if
towards
they'll be
showers.
opting into
If
it
you
at
think
the
that you're
moment,
getting
but
onto sites, just save it for
holding
after
onto their
plant, right?
rifles, it
So
seems.
you can kind of
But a buy round
work
for
out how
DRX,
the rounds
full
have been
investment
going.
across the
Like if you've
board,
been struggling
and
for
a
map control, you go
must-win
showers
round.
in your games. If you've been getting map control but you're losing the after
These
plant,
are the rounds where
just make sure that
OpTic
you're all
really
on
want to
site.
contest areas where a Viper's Pit could
Sus
be used
ult
by
towards
Marco.
long.
So you see them playing
And
again, heavy
what is
for
the
B long,
reaction?
and Showers not allowing DRX
I'll tell you what, I don't talk
control
about this Sus
of
ult
those
much,
outer
but
wings of the
actually,
map.
this Sus
Areas
ult
where they can
has
try to
more
get into a
space
site
here
with the Viper
for him
ult.
to hide in than the other Sus ults that
DRX
I've
are
seen.
so patient here.
Yeah. Have to be ready for anything. Stacks is just watching the teleporter just in case there's a showers play that might be made.
And you can see that all of the positioning from DRX is reactive.
You can't see
Planning
it.
to try and set the pace themselves. They're looking to
You guys are
respond to what
all
OpTic
down
throw at
so
them.
bad.
It
It's
feels like
crazy.
Ye has caught on to the fact that
Right,
Ye
important
used
round.
utility to clear him out, but
Okay, they all cannot buy after this, and it's fine because they'll be able to drop. So,
and at some point you have to step up to Ye. You have to try to follow that flash and get the punish.
yeah, look at it. You don't even wanna attempt it. You're probably gonna 4-1 with the one going crazy late. So that's how they handle it. They 4-1. There is a trip at the bottom of this once they jump out. So a nice smoke as well. You see Marv get into this corner to smoke. Means he can ult from here as well. That's the ult we were talking about. Oh, it's a very good ult. Actually stops the hit. Okay, and so they're using the ult to get space. Like I said, similar towards showers, they use it over towards here. Similar thing. Keep a look at the time on the eye on the time. 10 seconds. No one gonna ping it. Oh, the spike is down. 5 seconds. Oh my god, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. Nice ping from whoever died, chat. Whoever died and said to spam here, they are the MVP as well as FNS. So remember, chat, when 4 rounds for OpTic, by the way, 4 chances for OpTic to close this out. Remember, chat, when you are dead, stop alt tabbing. I know we got some alt tabbers here. Look, see the pings. The pings literally won this round.
The ping based on audio cues. RB way too late with the backstab.
So good teamwork there coming in from his dead teammates, and really nice from FNS. He did great. 4 chances for OpTic here. Remember, chat, when you're dead, compared to any other FPS you've ever played, you have more responsibilities than any other game because you can ping. So you can have good impact. This is the molly that lands here.
And this, make no mistake, is a must-win map for OpTic if they want to make that 3rd grand finals.
Got to convert it here on your map pick. Crashies. So much disrespect being shown on either side because Ye is so willing to take that space.
That's good.
1 shot found, 1 kill
this
as well.
This is a nice understanding from OpTic, right? So DRX just straight up just stole everything that Fnatic do, okay? Including their default, right? Including literally their default. Where Boaster is in control, right? Everyone remembers Boaster. He bought the AWP on overtime. You remember him over here. That's because that's where he defaults, right? He's in control of defaulting this push. So they know this. They know what their default is because it's the same as what Fnatic is. And they literally just take out the smoker, and that's this round done. So nice from OpTic. It looked a little bit close at one point, but they really took control at the end here once they got money on the defense side. Good first map. I don't think this will be. I don't think